Hello and welcome to Everybody Loves Raiken, our 5th edition live play podcast that meets every Tuesday night. Last time, which was 2 weeks ago, since we had to take a week off, the party had managed to escape the confines of the small hut that they had been placed in by Tresnor's Platinum Sentinels, with the help of a mysterious youth named Gavaris that Vendar and Leah seem convinced is a warlock agent of Zephyr. He pleaded with them momentarily to escape the town on the grounds that he disagreed with how Tresnor was running things and believed that the party was trying to make the world a better place and wanted to help them. But they chose to go instead to the battle that was raging to the southeast between the Platinum Sentinels and Tatsuya's forces. Tatsuya being Raiken's older brother, Raiken has a vested interest in trying to keep his brother alive and find out exactly what has been going on while he's been adventuring. After several minutes of deliberating if the party would split up to secure the scale, or simply secure the scale, or simply go to the battlefield, some pointed questions from Ash seemed to convince Laramendus that the scale was better left in the care of the fanatics until they decided they were going to actually use it, and that they would be better off sticking together and helping try to protect Tatsuya and learn what the truth of this whole matter is. And so, they did rush off to the battlefield, where they found the Platinum Sentinels and Tatsuya's forces engaged in the swamps. 3 lines of combatants, the Platinum Sentinels having a clear advantage in numbers and strength, and Tatsuya's forces significantly decreased from last they met in the desert. And so, as we headed toward the end of last session, the party was charging along different routes toward the battle, with Vendar and Raiken heading toward the commanding officer of the Platinum Sentinels, while the rest of the party, following Yukikaze's lead, however led by the much faster water elemental, Jebel, were trying to get to Tatsuya to try and get him away from the combat safely. So, that's where we left off. We were heading through a pseudo-combat round style storytelling, where I just ran down approximately a combat round's worth of actions, person by person, going by speed. So, starting with the fastest person, ending with the slowest people. So, think of how I want to talk about this. As you have been approaching and moving around the battlefield, the Dragonborn continue to engage the Platinum Sentinels. Casualties and losses sustained on both sides, though clearly much greater on Tatsuya's side. And some heads have turned as you have been making your way across the field, though due to the overgrown nature of this swamp, you have been reasonably concealed, so people aren't entirely sure what this maneuver is, and they have much more pressing matters in front of them. So, up to this point, no one has come to deal with you or broken off from the overall engagement. Arrows and spells are flying from both ends of the field, many directed into the center, where the melee combatants are all engaged in close quarters, brutal combat. And so, I believe that I will begin as I left off last time with the Water Elemental, who is carrying 2 people with him, Leah and Laramendus. You have 90 feet of movement. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do? So, just so you're aware, Jebel, you are here. And the person you're looking for is over on the left side of the screen at the back of the group of people there. In a bit. Try and get an interesting angle. Yeah, how about that? So you're over there on the left now.
I guess I'm going to try and what would you call it? Like, come in from the side towards the back, try and like
You can do
take
that.
them by surprise. Yeah, like forwards and then sideways, kind of.
Okay.
Not running in front of anyone.
Yep, just check again. So we'll move you 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30,
Where's Raiken?
40. Huh? Raiken is all the way at the other end of the field.
Well, it's like I was next to him, and I can see me, but I can't see Raiken.
I'm not sure why you can't see Raiken. On my screen, he's standing right next to you.
Okay. It's weird.
I need Jebel, Laramendus, and Leah to each roll me dexterity saving throws.
Give me just a second, because I forgot to grab my dice.
Wow.
That wasn't
If
that was an instant. That's 20 for me, so that's 23.
I can see.
Starting the game well, Elisa.
Yeah, so far. I mean, hopefully I rolled out well when when I'm doing damage or something. I don't know. This could actually be an important roll, though. I don't know.
You... by the way, Leah, you do catch, like, the barest flashes, which, like, the barest glimmer, which then turns into a brilliant flash of magic, since I imagine you've got your free magic, detect magic. I believe you said you wanted that on.
Yeah.
I will tell you that none of the other things that you've run into, that you've seen these spells getting cast, did you see, like, anything before they happened. So, wherever these glyphs are, if it's glyphs that are casting it, you have not been able to see them before they went off.
Okay. But I saw them after it went off.
You saw them, well, I will say, as they went off.
Okay.
When they activated is when you became aware of the magic.
You saw the explosions.
Or, you know, you saw the power word kill as this black magic that wrapped around the person and tried to kill them.
Fortunately, I do not have inspiration, so my dex save is a 6.
Oh, very nice. And, Jebel, what's yours?
12.
Respectable.
People are great at dex.
You know, I'm not terrible at it. Like, it wasn't a strength saving throw,
Yeah.
and I would have gotten a 2.
Uh-oh.
I can't say anything with strength.
12 d6s.
Well, see, I have a 16 dexterity, but water elementals have a 14.
So you have even less dexterity than your gnome.
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah.
At least didn't roll too bad. Too good.
Didn't roll too bad.
Okay.
Okay, so, Lara, if I remember right, you just leveled up and got resistance to damage from magic?
I did. Well, from spells, specifically, not magic in general.
Okay. So,
Which I think
what has
still applies
happened...
to this, but it is... that is a slight but important distinction.
Yes. So, what has happened? I believe Fireball is 30-foot radius?
I think it's a
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius, but
20-foot
still
radius?
40 feet across, so it's still rather huge.
a fireball went off very suddenly and abruptly underneath you. So that is a spell. It is being cast by a glyph of warding.
Looks like it hurt.
Yes. And so, did I hear Jebble's number? My brain isn't working right now.
12.
12. Okay. So, Jebble, you're going to receive 41 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Lair, you failed, but you resist damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so half of 41 is 20. And Leah, you succeeded, so you take 20 fire damage as well.
Does water elemental have resistance to fire?
That's what I was just thinking.
No,
This-
but it also doesn't have, what's the opposite of resistance again?
Vulnerability.
This is what it
Vulnerability.
is.
It doesn't have vulnerability to fire, so that's good too.
What?
Yeah, that would have been a problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't understand that either. I guess making it evaporate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still feel like water would definitely outdo fire. Water puts out fire. It makes sense for a fire elemental to be vulnerable to water. It doesn't make sense for a water elemental to be vulnerable to fire to me.
Fire evaporates water.
Yeah, I do get that. But again, normally water puts out fire.
Alright.
It's really just which one there's more of. They're equals, not really opposites.
So that blows up and goes off. I assume you're going
It's really
to
intense heat to evaporate water that fast.
assume you're going to continue toward your target. Is that correct, or would you change course?
No, I'm going to continue.
Okay.
My poor shield broke. It only had 2 hit points.
You
So,
run
like,
forward, explode, and don't even slow you down. It's like, ow.
So, you all get a second chance to show off how amazing you are at dex saving throws.
You can use
Come
a
on,
different
guys,
die.
you can do it!
This die's gonna roll well.
Yeah.
I believe
This
in
time, if you set up a fireball, it won't hurt just you. It'll also kill all these guys.
I mean, if it's a fireball, it's going off anyway. So this die was better. I got an 11,
An 11. Very nice.
which, is better than a 6.
It is, in fact, better than a 6. What'd you get, Leah?
Isn't the roll?
Yeah.
Dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw.
Oh yeah, I missed that it wasn't the roll. 18.
Okay. And, water elemental, Jebble?
13.
13. Okay.
I got one more.
Just one better.
I mean, at this rate, by the time
Don't
we
think
die,
that's
we'll
gonna
be dead.
enough.
By the time we die.
In time we die, we'll be dead.
So I wonder if I have a
Okay.
way to represent this on the board, because I feel like I should put some up. Gonna take a quick look here. I was hoping to find an image of it before I said it, but I don't know if I'm going to, so I'll just get into saying it.
I've been dodging as my actions while being carried. Do I have advantage?
Oh, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? If it's a dex saving throw?
I think so.
Yep.
I'm pretty
that
sure
dodge
that you
gives
get advantage on dex saving throws if you're using
That's
the
a
dodge.
20 this time.
Okay.
I'll still take from before because I wasn't thinking. But I think I hopefully succeed this time.
You just saved your dodge for this one.
Yeah, it made this one extra dodgy.
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah,
use these.
No one else, you might want to use dodge. Don't want to waste it.
I'm gonna use these vine guys here. Kind of represent, hopefully, a little bit of what's going on. See, you're there, so this is 5, 10, 15, yeah,
Entangled?
20. As you pass over this square, you are going to, as you're now getting close to the Dragonborn, a couple of them, including the one you recognize as Tatsuya, are going to kind of look over, like eyes bugged out, as this elemental comes barreling at them. through the trees, and one of them's gonna hold out their hand wordingly, right as all of these squirming black tentacles rise up out of the ground and lash at you, trying to grapple onto you, and succeeding. Well, I guess that's a question. Is a water elemental immune to the grappled condition?
Yes.
I believe it is. Okay, cool. Good to know. So, like, they manage to wrap entirely around the water elemental and then, like, pass through it, grappling into, like, the people within, but who managed to dodge. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. But it does create a lot of problems for these people here. 5, 10, 15, yeah. So all of these people now need to make saves. Alright, that seems good enough to me. Oh, I'm in build mode. Okay, so. You got a 20, she got an 18, he got a 13. So, you're immune to grapple, but I think it still deals damage. Let me pull that up. Fill a 20-foot square for the duration. Tentacles turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. When a creature enters the area for the first time on its turn or starts its turn here, a creature must succeed on a dex saving throw or take a bunch of bludgeoning damage and be restrained. Are you immune to restrained? They are different conditions, but I imagine if you're immune to grapple, you're immune to restrain.
Yep.
Okay. Creature starts its turn in the area is already restrained takes the damage anyway. Creature restrained by the tentacles can use this action to make a strength or dexterity check, its choice. Okay, so it doesn't say that you take damage on a successful save, so 2 people are totally fine as they manage to maneuver their bodies within the liquid form of the water elemental to avoid the grasping vines, the grasping tentacles. The water elemental, not so lucky. They pass through without restraining you, but they still hurt. Wow. Wait. Rolled the wrong die. Like, ooh, that's a big roll. Like, that's the wrong die.
You rolled a 10 on a 6-sided die?
Yeah, right? Okay. So it seems that you are going to be hit for 10 points of bludgeoning damage. I have to imagine it's magical bludgeoning damage because it's created by a spell?
Yeah, any damage created by a spell is magical damage.
Cool. So, magical bludgeoning damage, 10 points. Yep. And now I have to roll, so Tatsuya did well. Person next to him did not well.
It sucks to be
worse. And Rel. How many have we got who are in here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, blah, blah, good. Bad. Really bad. Good. I'm just gonna light them, I think. Enable torch. Enable torch. Enable torch. You. Now 4 of them are grappled and... same damage again, 10 points, so they all take 10 points of damage. And they're now very aware that you are here. So, is there anything else you would like to do now that you are here? You have 2 people inside you. You could hurl them. You could try to speak.
Up them.
Where? Which one's me again?
You're hard to see. You're in the
might
trees. You're the water elemental. This big
Space
wave.
might take me up.
Yeah, you're...
Oh, I'm all of that.
You are all of that underneath the tree. Among the tree. Part of the tree.
And which one's... Is Tatsuya the one with the shield?
Tatsuya is the one with the shield. He managed not to get grappled or take damage from Evard's black tentacles, but now he's distracted from the rest of the battlefield.
I am going to... drop Leah and Laramandus.
Okay.
Gently.
Oh. Okay.
How do I make you go where I want?
I thought you were gonna try to speak in wateries.
Bap. Oh no! Why do you do this to me?
Violently hurl them out. Just vomiting them all over the ground in front of him.
Oh, no, Lair can't go there. Lair, you're getting dumped in a bush.
That's understandable.
It was an unoccupied space that was adjacent to the water elemental, it just wasn't at the same topographical level as everything else.
I got help.
Okay. So, you've dropped them. What do you do with your action?
What can I do with water elemental? Yeah, can I use it to dash so I can just get up behind him?
Yeah.
Did you not need to dash to get this far already?
You're right, he did. So your action's actually already spent. I apologize. My bad.
So how
I
much
was
more
wondering.
movement do you have?
He is out upon getting here.
Okay.
Dropping those two in action, or is that just...
No, I ruled it like dropping an item. I allowed you to carry two, so I just let you drop both. Free action.
Okay, well, that's that.
Okay. Did you want to try to say anything? Like, there's a lot of people here who look very confused, and some of them now very hurt and angry.
Yes, it's in waterish. Wouldn't it be?
Aquan.
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 I like waterish.
Waterish. Fireish. Earthish. Forestish.
Windish.
Yeah, windish.
He's speaking windy at me.
Stonish.
Alright. If you got
Why
nothing...
is that Bernardo farting at me?
If you don't have anything you know you want to say, I can move on.
Going to say, kind of like gesture to Leah and go, can you talk sense into this guy or find out what's going on? He might listen to you.
She says, I don't speak water.
He can speak whatever he can speak as a, as his gnome.
True, as long as it is a creature that can speak, and the water elemental is.
He can choose to say it in Aquan if he wants to be a dick. But
Alright, so, Leah, you've been asked a question. I will move on to you, since you guys were at the benefit of being fast. Leah, you've been asked to talk sense into Tatsuya.
Oh boy. Uncle, I have to stop this attack now.
He's going to... He's still, like, drawing his weapon around him, which is a, two-handed hammer. I've used this, token to represent him, but he doesn't actually carry a shield. He's holding a maul, and waving it wardingly at the tentacles that keep reaching for him. And he looks at you and says... and you can see the weariness in him, in his body, in his face, the eyes that you can see through the helmet that he wears. And as he looks upon you, there's just this deadness, this absolute fatigue in his eyes, and you can see that they grow a little sad. He says, "I'd hoped you wouldn't have to see this, but I must finish what I started."
Way to bring the destruction to the world.
Or save it.
I don't think I have more seconds to answer.
Would you like to take any actions?
You should probably leave the area of Everett's black tentacles.
Oh, that is. Is that these things popping up from the ground?
Yeah, the leafy vines are my representation of the black tentacles. Just so that you know, they start from the water elemental and go out 20 feet in every direction.
Okay.
How is it that large?
It's a 20-foot radius.
It's a 20-foot square.
It's a 20-foot square?
Yeah.
Oh, then they go out 10 feet in every direction.
I like that more.
Which means that
some of them might be.
Some of these people are okay. Like this guy. And this guy. And I can get rid of some of these things. Like, 1, 2, like all of these. My bad. I misread.
Yep, it's a weird one in that it is a square and not a radius.
Yeah.
Because so many of the spells are.
Okay. In any event. So, 10 feet from, I'm going to say, the lower right square. The one right behind you, Leah. The one that you're adjacent to with Laramendis. That's the initiating square, so 10 feet. So it ends at Tatsuya. This other person also doesn't have to be glowing anymore.
If I go, like, where did I go?
Probably on top of a tree. Hold on, I shall find you. Okay, you are in here somewhere. Hold on, let's remove some treetops. Where did you go?
He's in the tree behind Tatsuya.
Because I was gonna plot myself on that square, but for some reason
that
didn't work.
Hold on, wait for it. Boom.
Okay.
I would use the arrow keys to move yourself around rather than the mouse.
Yeah, it's just that the my arrow keys is not easily accessible at the moment. Okay. I was thinking of maybe standing there.
Okay. That's fine. You have a temp.
You made me disappear again.
You're a monkey.
You're on the tree now.
Jumping in the tree.
Alright, I tried to turn you around, but it decided it didn't like it.
Never
mind!
Let's just look the wrong direction, that's fine.
In any event, you move there. Tremendous.
No, hold on. I'm thinking of maybe also. Oh.
Were you dodging before?
No.
Okay.
But I can do that now. But, I mean, I was dodging on my turn earlier when I was riding the thing.
This one's been a continuation of that.
Oh, okay. So it's not. Okay, so it's not. I haven't had my like actual.
Yeah,
turn.
I haven't.
I understand.
In any event.
Yeah. In that case, yeah. I'm just continuing the dodge then.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why movement and talking is fine, but no action.
I misunderstood.
No, it's okay. I wasn't clear enough about it, and I'm sorry. Laramendis, movement and talking.
I want to be not in the tentacles.
Okay.
Where is the nearest place for me to extricate myself from those tentacles?
Probably next to this guy, to the north of this guy. And remember that it's difficult terrain, so, that's a 10 or 15 foot walk, so it'll be all 30 of your movement.
Okay.
You want me to just kind of drop
Yeah, if you could
over
just put me where... Cool.
there. Ba-boop. You are outside of the tentacles now. Okay. There we
Do
go.
I trigger another glyph?
Roll me a D100.
Okay. The funny answer is yes.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to be fair. I could go with the easy answer, which is no, the funny answer, which is yes, or the fair answer, which is roll me a D100.
That is a 97.
Okay, you do not trigger another glyph.
Cool.
If I was him, I would have wanted to trigger one because you have, a higher chance of surviving it than these guys.
Well, but yeah, like if it's another AoE, like I trigger one and it's shattered, it's just like, motherfucker.
All the trees just explode. Well, it's easy to see now. Okay, so, next on the speed roster, you were following Yukikaze, so we will go with Yukikaze. Yukikaze, you were moving toward, Tatsuya, I believe.
So those fuckers passed me by.
Yeah. Tatsuya's
And
over
you
here.
had you used the anti-magic zone.
Yeah, he's got an
Right.
anti-magic field around him and he's flying. And then you ran past him,
Yeah.
well, Jebel ran past him and started triggering, glyphs.
What's my movement right now?
Flying, you can move up to 80, because I believe it gives you a fly speed of 40.
Oh, it's on the tree. That's what's going on there.
And I think you can bend it by left-clicking along the way.
You... Nope,
Or it's right-clicking along the way.
that's right. Okay.
It keeps snapping up onto treetops.
Yeah, I think I want to kind of see. There we go.
There you go. I'll end you right near Laramendus.
Wait, grab myself. Why can't I grab myself?
Because you're still in measure mode. I can move you if you want.
Just okay. No, I know where I can respond.
I can't grab either because I'm also in measure mode.
I got it. I got it.
Everything is bad now.
I don't know. I think it rules.
Oh my god.
F.
Well, it's a good thing you were basically out of spell slots anyway, Sam, because you are now inside of an anti-magic field.
Okay.
Oh, mage armor is gone.
No. I am not. I know the Laramendus. I'm not gonna do that to him. I obviously know that's gonna be a problem. So my sphere is how big again? 10 feet.
10 feet.
Laramendus will be fine.
Whoops. Rotate. Damn it. It's like rotate.
It's approximate.
So yeah, I'm safe there then. That's no problem. Yeah, he's out of it. Right?
Yes, he is outside of it, just barely.
Alright. I'll be right there then. And
Okay.
for stars.
So that's your action. Did you want to say anything?
I was too far away to hear the conversation. And so I will just yell, Tatsuya, what are you doing here?
And you can see that he's just been looking at looking around. He had been looking at Leah. He turns towards you, and at this distance you just see shadows in the holes in the helmet he's wearing. So you don't see his eyes past his snout. But he does not say anything. He simply makes another hand gesture, and another volley of arrows is loosed from his archers.
So, if he doesn't respond, then I will prepare to dodge and wait until I can move closer to confront him.
Okay.
I think you dashed to get here.
You
so
dash to get
yeah.
here, so there's no action. I just wanted to know about talking.
Alright, so yeah, I'll just hold there then.
But yeah, he didn't seem interested in speaking. So.
Cyrus, you saw my path, right?
Yeah.
He went through the trees. Alright, Cyrus, you're up.
So I'd want to follow his. I'll use measure mode. I'd want to follow his path to about here. At which point I would want to fly up, kind of like either behind or into this tree and try to hide.
Be wary of my feet.
Giant flesh wings.
So you're following him, and then you launch yourself straight up among the leaves, and then move over to the tree there.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
See if I can put you up there.
Let me. And so I have a question. Since your spell scrolls work a little differently, do they work off of the standard set DC, or do they work off of mine?
They do not work off of yours, because that was established with the guards.
Okay. I know what the Dungeon Master's Guide save DC is, but if yours is different, then I would like to know it.
I would set the DCs at, I'm gonna call it a 16.
Alright.
That number seems, decently okay.
Then what I'd like to do is, I need to actually roll stealth with my hasted action.
Okay.
Because I am trying to hide.
Okay.
Oh, I have the wrong dice out. 1 second.
Does stealth affect a charisma save?
No, but what I would like to do is try and hide and then cast minor illusion to try and mimic the voice of one of Tatsuya's friends to try and trick him into accepting the spell, thinking he's coming from one of his own mages when I cast it next turn.
Okay. Where does minor illusion allow you to create this voice?
Let me double check. Minor illusion, what's your range? Its range is, it's only 30 feet, so I'm actually need to get closer. Measure mode. Let's see what you can do for me. So if I want to put it on, say... Oh, that's the wrong thing. Bubble. So if I want to put it on, say, that guy, I need to be in that radius. Which means I instead will use my action to just try and, go from behind the trees over to, like, the top of this tree. Like, top of this tree here, so I should be close enough to cast it.
Okay. So you're gonna just dash to make sure that you have the right amount of movement?
I would use my action to dash and my hasted action to stealth, as I have haste on.
Okay.
From my potion of speed.
You can roll it. Just know that, you are effectively moving from one cover to another that are not close, so even with a high stealth score, there are some people who are just going to be able to see you do this.
Fair enough.
Fly across the sky with your bat
Yeah,
wing.
I mean, so, like, the high stealth score, if it's a high stealth score, for instance, it could indicate, that they ignore it as just a bird or whatever, or that they're distracted at the time, but, like, it's hard to maintain a stealth when you have to break cover since you're flying over an open area. I just want you to be aware of that ahead of time.
Yep. I got a 22.
Alright. May move. Where you would like to be.
Alright. I will
I would recommend using teleport.
Yep.
Today is a good day to teleport.
I think that's roughly where I want to be. Let me double check my measure here. Alright, so I need to be a little... Well, I could do it on, like,
the person who's tucked in Avard's tentacles. That person is trapped in the tentacles, just so you know.
So
That's why
be a
they're glowing.
smidge closer. Right, can't be a measurement. So about here. Which puts me just on the edge of 30 feet. And should hopefully be high enough not to trigger any glyphs of warding. But if you save maybe please let me know. So that was my action, and my hasted action, and my movement, and my bonus action is effectively useless because I'm out of spells. I'm done.
Okay. Updating the battlefield a little bit here, as you guys have been moving through over the course of several turns. So things are happening. Things continue to happen. Okay, so that takes care of all of you, which means I believe Raiken?
It's Raiken's turn.
Yes, I think so. So, you had pulled out the thunder gun and begun loading it last turn.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Is it loaded now?
It takes 2 turns to load.
Then I'm going to finish loading it.
Okay, you're going to finish loading it. Are you going to do anything else as these people are... A couple... The ones back here, in this area, give me my bubble here, seem to be taking notice of you and, like, pointing you out and preparing to either loose arrows or cast spells.
You want to let me know what we're doing here?
I'm distracting them.
You're
My
distracting
plan was
them.
to distract them. / hurt their numbers.
So are you actually going to attack them? Are we fighting them? Or are you just trying to get them to attack you?
I mean, it's... I wouldn't be loading this gun for no reason.
Vague answers.
Should I shoot them? Are we committing to this side of the fight?
If you want to join with me, I think I would say more, but I'm pretty sure the 6 seconds are up. So.
Alright, Vendar! Now that you have received exactly 0 answers to your questions, what would you like to do?
Man, I got no fucking idea.
Well, they look like they're about to decide.
So they look like they're about to shoot me.
A little bit.
It looks like Raiken is gonna shoot them.
It does appear that way.
I guess I'll shoot one of them.
All right.
I'll pull out my musket and I'll shoot one of them.
So you had put your bow away last turn, I believe, correct?
Yep.
Right. And so he pulls open his bag of holding and just draws out this musket from the depths of its tininess, shoulders it, and pulls the trigger, not having to load it. You are aiming for one of them?
Yeah, I'll aim for the mage, because mages are always the first target.
So this one here?
Yeah.
Okay. You pull out this item, and you pull the trigger. You do see him begin reactionarily casting a spell.
I can't do anything about that.
Nope. And you see a tendril of magic reaching for the musket. Roll the attack.
15, then it's plus 10 to hit, so 25 to hit.
25 to hit is definitely going to hit him. You see this tendril of magic, like, grab onto the barrel of the gun, and it is immediately just shattered by the report of the rifle as it kicks back, into your shoulder. You see the fire gout off the end of the gun, and his magic just seems to tear to shreds in midair. As the ball strikes him, and he goes down.
Oh, I don't roll damage, he just dies?
Since we haven't rolled initiative, it's not really... We're staying cinematic. Okay. So you blew this guy away, and now a lot of people are turning and looking at you.
It's a very loud explosion happens when the mages drops.
A bunch of people, literally, duck down and throw their arms over their heads. Some cry out in surprise. But now most of the people here are turned toward you. Some are still focusing on the combat there. Okay. It's at this time that we should probably actually move into real combat, I guess.
That seems fair. Let's see if my dice luck holds up, shall we?
And boom, list. Yeah. Okay. So, there we have it. Yuki Kaze. Very interesting. What would you like to do now that you have full control of your action, position, talking?
So, I heard the loud bang.
You heard the loud bang, yeah. That echoed across the battlefield.
I heard the bang.
So, obviously, I know that's one of our people because no one's gonna probably... Oh, no, could do magic, though, too, made that sound.
You're pretty familiar, I don't know. Did you want to roll a wisdom check, perhaps, to see if you decide it's an ally or not?
We have heard it a lot, and we have heard shatter a lot as well.
Yeah.
Which is likely to be the most similar spell.
I think you can probably recognize this as one of the guns.
Fuck, I wanna address Tatsuya. Okay. So, I will speak out and say, Tatsuya, I'm approaching. And then I'd like to proceed forward mildly slow to see if anyone responds, and then kind of go at a normal speed if no one's gonna start pointing shit at me.
Okay, so please draw the path that you're going to follow for me.
Rotate. I'm on the rotate button now. So, path will be. Yeah. Oh, I got 30 feet, right?
40.
40 feet. So, 100 feet. Yeah, kind of almost at on top of the guy. Right, like that.
Okay. You begin approaching slowly, following that line. Several of the archers here do train their bows on you as you begin moving. They seem to be awaiting orders from Tatsuya, and he intones, and you can hear just the dry crack of his voice. He says, "I can't let you stop me. Don't make me order your death."
So what are you trying to accomplish?
That's all he's going to be able to say, unfortunately.
And I'll leave that as the last thing I say. We'll say I moved probably like 10, 15 feet as I stopped.
So, probably at this joint right here.
Not so much. So we'll say about 12 feet.
Okay.
So I'll say I got about here. Myself.
Alright, do you want to be in this square here?
Or
do you want to be in...
Here, I'll just move
this square.
myself.
Is it this square or this square?
I think that's... Or... That's too close to there. Probably kind of... This isn't an archer right there. I'm kind of above and I'm near that guy.
They didn't have any archery Dragonborn tokens, so, like, most of these guys... All of these guys look like wizards, but they're pretty much all archers.
Okay, how big is one bubble right from here? I don't want to get...
So, if you're holding up the bubble, when you move it around, you should be able to see the dotted lines of the grid underneath.
Oh, okay, so I hold there?
Yeah.
I cannot do this. Alright, here, I got this, I swear.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you that Lair is inside your effect right now.
But also, Lair will be able to move before he goes to do anything. So
no, it's not.
Well, because we use squares instead of spheres.
Okay, it would count because it would be.
Because it's a cube.
Square. Yeah, I got you.
You're really affecting, you know, from here out to here, and from here out to here, so out to here.
Oh, damn. Okay. Alright. So I really didn't do anything. I'm gonna prepare to react or prepare to evade or whatever stuff.
Okay.
Because that way, because I know I affected Larmindus, I'm gonna have my shield skill already.
Okay. You can feel the warm light of the sun beating down and reflecting off of your armor. You can actually see the motes of light that the scales are casting on the leaves and on the water around you as the great silver wings beat against the air around you. And while nobody on around Tatsuya seems quite affected, they all seem to be waiting for his order to shoot you down, you become aware of a quiet behind you. In the echoing report of the rifle, a lot of other sounds of clash and cast have seemed to die down. Alright, after Yukikaze is Leah.
Yes. So I noticed that we are attacking, right?
You notice that we are attacking. You know that you heard a gun go off. The exact person who was affected by it is not visible to you. because of a big bush. But you do notice that after the gun went off and after Yukikaze approached Tatsuya, you see kind of a stilling of the motion in the middle of the field. Like, the people who were engaged in that brutal melee there have kind of, like, taken a step back and are now swaying slowly as they kind of turn to look toward Tatsuya's end of the field. Toward you.
I'm considering using Eye Bite if I can make him fall asleep, because our mission is to get him out, right? Not to kill him. So I could use that. I have so many fun things I can use now. Okay, I think I might. Oh, but he could have more HP than that though.
As sleep, Laramendus goes down.
It doesn't work that way, you're an elf!
Oh, right. I do keep forgetting about that bit.
Yeah, I mean, I can make him sleep with Eye Bite.
Okay.
But I could also use Power Word Stun, but that only works if it has less than 150 hit points.
150?
Yeah.
No way. No way he has more than 150 health.
Want to find out?
Yeah, I mean, that's the way to find out. Okay, I'm gonna try using Power Word Stun.
Okay.
So it says to use a word of power that can overwhelm the mind of one creature. You can see it in range and leaving it dumbfolded. If the target has 150 hit points or fewer, it is stunned. Otherwise, the spell has no effect.
Okay.
The stunned targets must make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turn. On a successful save, the stunning effect ends.
Okay.
So
then you...
It doesn't need to roll and think this turn.
No. You take a breath, and you speak the word, and you feel this word as much as you hear it. The word appears to be a part of, while at the same time completely separate from anything and everything you've ever considered a part of the world. You feel this almost vibration, like a wave, pass out from you as you utter this word, and the world seems to tilt just a little. You feel like you can watch as these vibrations, these waves of air, ripple toward Tatsuya and flow over and around him, as he had turned away from you to address Yukikaze. And as he raises his hand to signal an attack against the flying dragonborn, you see he suddenly peels to the left, barely catching his balance, and rocks back to the right. And this is... and the people around him sort of... like, they seem to be prepared to attack, and then kind of stop and turn, looking curiously in his direction, as that didn't sound like an order. Anything else?
No, it takes an action. Well, I guess I can move.
Okay.
Because since it's stunned, they cannot use an attack opportunity, so I'm gonna move like into the trees back there.
Okay.
Is the vines there?
Let me see here. 1, 2. No, you would be just outside of them, and I can remove these. Oops. Fine.
Yeah, so I'm not within reach of the dragonborn.
This vine, those vines are fine. Okay, that should do it. You are just outside of the...
Sorry. How does the anti-magic field interact with the spell? Like, if any... I think at least part of it would be touched by the field.
Part of what?
Part of the black tentacles, or whatever they are.
Oh,
Does it cancel the whole thing, or just
Yeah.
the...
No,
radius spell?
it's just gonna cancel the area that it touches.
Okay.
So the tentacles go back into build mode here, since these are on the board, or disappear. And this one. It would be the square, the square, the square. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say to Jebel, last chance. Since the plan was to polymorph, and hoping he understands what I mean when I say last the chance.
Pull a wharf?
Probably would have been best to just like put a vine in the middle of each square that was affected. I will remember that for next time.
Or the biggest, like, at the corners or something, maybe, if you want to save a little time.
Yeah. Okay, so after Leah, it is Vendar. So we return back to this side of the field, where, Vendar, you just shot somebody.
I did. I just shot somebody.
Well,
Look through it.
we're fighting an army, boys.
That's what you wanted, right?
Depends on if we win.
The ones directly in front of you seem to be, alternately holding their ears, looking terrified, or looking like they're about to attack. Beyond them, the people over here, who were regularly drawing arrows, unloosing them, or casting cantrips and spells of some kind into the middle of the field, seem to have slowed in that action. Some of them lowering their bow in front of them with an arrow still knocked to the string, and just looking on. But they don't seem to be even thinking about you. What will you do?
I'm gonna go hide behind that tree.
Since I have now set up this area, I'm going to talk about the deep water area's difficult terrain. So, can you make it, or you can dash as a bonus action, actually, right? So you can make it with that. Or can't you? With dashing as a bonus action in difficult terrain, it would only be 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah. But he's also going at a diagonal, which means the ruler's not entirely accurate.
Wait, isn't it? I thought it did 5e measurements.
I don't
know. You're right.
It doesn't, because it does it by the same way that it calculates the spheres.
Yep. You're right. So, hold on.
So he needs to just count by the squares.
Yeah. So let's just hold up this guy. Because then I can see the squares, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you'll be able to make it there.
Hey. And that we use both my movement, bonus movement, and my bonus action. My movement, my action, and my bonus action. Or just my...
Oh, no. That's just one dash.
One dash. Alright, then I'll
You
hide.
went 25 feet in difficult terrain. That's one dash.
Then I will roll hide.
How deep is the water?
In some areas, it is shoulder deep.
For
No.
whom? We are very different sizes.
I feel like maybe for the well, I guess at that point, halflings and gnomes would just be swimming as opposed to walking.
I would say that the deepest areas here are like 3.5 to 4 feet deep.
But who knows? We don't know. It hasn't been fully explored. It could be Kraken deep.
It could be Kraken deep.
Yeah, it's when the Kraken blows up out of one square water.
Don't you be
If it's
reading my
3.5
notes?
to 4 feet, I guess the halfling and the gnome would probably need to swim.
Which is the
I got
same
a
as
28
default
hide.
terrain.
But I mean, like, the gnome has been a water elemental, which can water glide, and the halfling has been flying, so it's been a moot point.
Yeah.
Alright, so, Bendar, you used your action to hide. Alright. So, that's it for your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Jebel! You are behind enemy lines, and Leah just shattered the fabric of reality with a word, and you now see that Tatsuya is reeling back on his heels, barely able to keep his feet. He seems... It looks like he looks concussed.
Yeah, and then there was... What you say? Now, do it, or...
She said, now's your chance.
Yeah, now's your chance.
I was just sitting there going like... Did we plan this?
Well, what are you gonna do?
I know where Raiken is, right?
You know where Raiken is. I would not say that you know... Do
I knew
water
where Raiken
elementals have, like, a
was.
water sense or anything that I don't know about? But he's, like, you know, behind trees way the hell over here.
And, yeah, the plan really was not ever
There was
addressed
no
because there was
plan.
no plan.
There was no plan.
Plans
We
are
just
for
ran
losers.
forward.
So, yeah, you cannot directly see Raiken. Do you have any other kind of senses as a water elemental that I should know about?
No.
Okay, then no. You do not know where Raiken is right now.
If a water elemental can look confused, then this water elemental looks very confused.
Okay.
He just kind of shrugs, and then I'm going to try and pick up Tatsuya.
Okay. He does not resist.
And then I just look at Leah, and I kind of like cock my head, and it's just this like shrug, like, huh?
Sure, I guess. I thought the plan was to bring them out.
Bring who out?
Tatsuya?
So, as you scoop him up and begin flowing away with him, the person tangled up in Evard's tentacles is gonna cry out, "No, Captain!" And the others are going to begin to turn toward you. They were all very distracted by Yukikaze. So, how far can you move? You need to move 5 feet up to get to him. There's still tentacles there, so, let me check how this works. Let's see. You started your turn in it, so it literally cannot grapple you, but you still have to roll against the damage. So roll a dexterity saving throw.
13.
13. Okay, so... take 13 points of magical bludgeoning damage as the tentacles try in vain to enwrap you once again as you scoop up Tatsuya and begin to move away. I believe a person who is restrained can't do anything. Let's see. Become 0, cannot move. Attack rolls against the creature. Creature has disadvantage on dex. Creature has disadvantage. Okay. So the person screaming about the captain is going to try and take a swing at you as you move away, but they have disadvantage, which gave them like a 10 to hit. So,
that misses.
That misses. Where are you going to move with your now? You had 90 feet total. You have 40. You have move speed of 45.
90 feet normal swimming.
Okay. Right. But now you're carrying somebody. So. action, so you can't dash. So you can move 40 feet away. So, where would you like to go? Would you like to go, like, straight east, straight north?
Which way is north?
North is to the left on my screen. Do you see the compass down in the left?
Oh, yeah.
So east would be up, north would be left.
North.
Alright. Grab him. Moving. Just go. Okay, cool.
You can
What?
also grab a hold of your compass and move it around if
You can
a
move
character
it.
is blocking it. Because Cyrus was blocking it for me, so I had to move it.
Okay, I've left it in the bottom left corner the whole time, and I pretty much have liked it there. Cyrus was
Yeah, I
blocking
still
it.
have it in the bottom left corner. It was just behind the Cyrus, so I just pulled it down a little bit.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I was like, how was the token blocking it? You meant the little window. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I was gonna go measure, so here. 5. $20, $25, $30, $35, $40. Okay. Over here. You a Tatsuya. Get you a Tatsuya. There we go. So you scoop up the dude and you begin going. She takes a swing at you, and you dodge it because Evard's has got her tied up, so she can't. Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Which means it's now the Sentinel's turn. And so the people you just attacked are going to attack. Let's see here.
I got a 28 to hide. If you
You got a 28
Yeah,
to hide, you
losers.
say.
yeah.
Okay.
Right here, losers.
Okay. 1. Okay, so, a bunch of people, draw loose arrows at you, Raiken. All of them miss, except for one. And that one, deals 15 points of non-magical piercing damage.
Oh, very nice. It's respectable.
Mm-hmm.
The others, not so much.
Yep. As for, Vendar, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I have proficiencies in those now.
Aha.
One of the only 2 classes in the game that gains per saving throw proficiency.
Oh, and I got a nat 20, so it's 27.
Wow.
Nice.
You hear
So
this
close.
voice magically drifting through the air to you, as and it seems to whisper to you, "Only cowards run and hide." And for a moment, you feel this burning need to prove yourself and break from cover to go and face your foe head on, before you come to your senses, almost slapping yourself in the face, mentally going, "Why the fuck would I do that?"
Yeah, that's. I hide in the shadows and kill people with bow and arrows. My shtick.
The others, you see begin, lowering their weapons and pointing across the field, and you hear these whispers, this I guess whisper. They're saying it loudly enough that you can hear. It just seems to, this chant, this cry, seems to roll through the group as they say, "Chakrazir, It's Shagrazir. The champion has returned. Pointing across the field. Next after the Sentinels. And, actually, before that, seeing that the person with the, working rifle has run off, you see that the orc there looks like they're about to approach you, to attack, Raiken, when this chant rolls through, and they turn, seeming suddenly like they have something more important to do, and they begin to shove their way past the others to look as they are. So after the Sentinels is Cyrus. Cyrus, everybody has turned your plan on its head.
Yep, because Leah seemed to think that Jeppel was the one trying to cast,
Polymorph?
Yep.
I mean, it has been his thing.
It has.
Yep,
Yeah.
but I was also the one that said, I'm going to fly over there, and I'm going to try and polymorph him and stuff in the back of holding. I was the only one that had a plan and stated it.
I mean, it is true. You were. I'll give you that.
But that was your first and last mistake.
Having an idea.
The problem is you can't have a plan. The best laid schemes,
met
mice
the
and men, and all
script,
that.
I don't think that's
We don't
his
do plans.
All right, I would like to
first
hear.
mistake, our last.
I would like to hear what Cyrus wants to do now.
This may be a little bit of a slower turn, as things, like already said, have been turned on their heads, so I'm trying to figure out how to best recover from this. I certainly can't trick him at this point. Well, maybe I can. But you said most of these guys were archers. Are any of them actually mages?
Maybe.
None
There
of them
was
have,
there
like,
w-
a
there
focus in
were there
hand?
was one of the people standing next to him that doesn't seem to be carrying a bow.
Alright, but none of them are obviously kind of focused like a staff or a wand or crystal or anything.
Magic casters are pretty rare.
I figured, but I thought I'd ask.
Call him having any
What is a
magic
bow
casters.
but a bent quarterstaff focus? You know?
I mean, there's a chance that could be a thing, but I'm gonna go with that's probably not a thing, at least for today.
What are you
What
gonna-
exactly can a focus be?
Traditionally, it's an orb, crystal, wand, or staff for Arcanus. This
Maybe a ring?
is not normally.
It's usually
but,
something that is held in the hand.
Okay.
Did you kill somebody with a ring recently that you thought was an arcanist? Now you feel
No.
bad?
I just thought it'd be funny if somebody used the cock ring as their focus.
Oh, God.
Wow. Okay. So, I mean, you know, if they're holding it in their hand,
Just like pumping out spells.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna take my chances, and I'll just cast the polymorph scroll at Tatsuya. Need something with a look. Let's go with like a snail or starfish. Probably a snail. Need something that breathes air so I can shove it in my bag. So I'd like to turn him into a snail.
There's no air in the back.
There is it's either 1 minute or 10 minutes of air.
10 minutes for a medium creature.
Oh, even better.
I mean, Rowan hidden Leah's backpack. No bag of holding for a little while, so it's perfectly possible.
Yeah. I pulled him out.
let's see here. Sorry, I have to check on exactly whether or not he makes saves in this state or not.
I checked, and he does, but strength and dex auto succeed. But this is not strength or dex. This is wisdom, I believe.
Incapacitated.
Although stunned is kind of weird, so I mean,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
certainly
no.
fine if you don't
So,
do a save.
according to this, it doesn't say that he cannot try and make charisma saving throws, so he should be allowed to make a charisma saving throw.
Yep.
Okay. here goes.
He has so much
Let me pull
charisma
up.
being knocked out.
Wait, where the hell did I put it? Well, I gotta pull up Tatsuya's sheet. There we go. Okay.
Let's hope it's not more charismatic than his brother.
I mean, I don't think it'll matter because he rolled about the lowest thing he can possibly roll.
Oh, so kind of like Raiken. It runs in the family.
He got a 15.
Got a 15. That is one short from the DC that you said they were. So then he is now a snail.
Yeah.
And so then I would like to swoop down, and attempt to communicate with Jebel and snag Snail Tatsuya from him, so that hopefully he A, won't drown, and B, will now be in my bag and outside of the ability to be spelled.
So, you fly down, you can now talk to Jebel.
Just, do you mind if I take that off your hands?
I would assume that he's talking about Tatsuya.
I mean, the Dragonborn you were carrying suddenly turned into a snail. You hope so. There's nothing else in your hands. You don't have hands.
In your waves.
Then yeah, I just lift him up towards Cyrus.
Alright, then I would like to pick him up and stick him in my bag. And assuming that goes according to plan, I would want to try and start following Yurikaze's path back towards
It'll cost your
Raiken.
hasted action to put him in the bag.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Where are you going now, Yukikaze?
I want to try and follow the path that we used to get here to go back towards Raiken, because I want to be able to inform him that, I've captured his brother, which is our main objective here. And I actually, before I leave, I'll say, I'm gonna go tell Raiken, and that's probably all the time I have.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so around here is 50 from where you are, and you've used 15. So it'll be 65 to get here. What's your move speed with haste?
With haste, it's only 50.
Oh, okay. Then...
Since, well, I can... did anything take... Oh yeah, casting the spell took my main action. Okay. So
you've used your action and your hasted action already.
Yep, I was just trying to make sure I hadn't left any options on the table.
So, you begin leaving with Snailula. Snailua.
Yeah, we're to take the, whatchamacallit, the spell scroll off my sheet.
Alright, after Cyrus is Tatsuya's forces. Are going to abandon fighters to try and get their captain back. So, first of all, the person in the tentacles grappled. Takes very low damage. Very low damage. And then tries to escape. And does not succeed.
Yeah.
These tentacles are out, so this person can move 5 to Water elemental. Okay, but he dashed to get there, so he... Guards is free and clear. Okay. That's not like this. F10. 30. Amazing. He rolls with disadvantage and rolls 2 ones.
Excellent.
Five, 10, 20. You're 10 feet in the air, so you can't actually attack him. Okay. That is a 24 to hit. .24 to hit your AC with an arrow. Cyrus.
Okay. That will hit. Even with my bonus from haste.
Alright. Please take 12 points of non-magical piercing damage from an arrow.
I would hope so, because my AC is 24. I think I have the highest AC.
It would have hit you too.
Yep, but, I've also got mine increased with magic, same as you. Alright. I have taken 12 points of piercing damage.
5. .30. Alright, Water Elemental does a 19 hit your AC.
Yes.
Okay. Please take 6 points of non-magical piercing damage.
That's resisted, so that's 3.
Yep.
Okay.
This guy... 30. Moves down beneath, Yukikaze, where he believes he's safe, and, reaches into a pocket, pulling out a wand, and begins speaking words, but you see no magic.
That guy just had a very bad day.
Seems incredibly confused.
I give him a sad, comprehending look.
As you are now also out of mage armor.
Yes. It is not a permanent spell, though, so it does come back upon leaving the zone. With the time that I had spent here counted against the time of the spell. But
yes.
a lot of chaps extremely close to me.
Yep. This one does seem to be eyeing you up, Lair. And rolls a 1.
That will miss.
No way.
So I go to hold my hands up in a non-threatening gesture, and the movement that I make causes him to miss as he swings.
this non-threatening gesture, is it a gesture of surrender?
I mean, I am clearly a mage, so me holding my hands up doesn't mean jack.
Yeah, no, that would be threatening. This other guy.
I don't look like I'm surrendering. I look like I'm not intending to hit him.
This other guy comes up as the first confirms he's with them, and pulls a whip off his belt and lashes it at you.
Oh.
For a nat 20.
That will hit.
I imagine that's the case. You're going to receive 10 points of non-magical slashing damage.
Is that including the crit?
Huh?
Is that including the crit damage?
No, it's not. Sorry.
Okay, I was like 10 seems
I
low
meant to
for
say
crit.
16 points.
Okay. That is a higher number. I am bloody. Oh, come now.
And that is going to be it for them, which makes it... There we go. Raiken's turn!
Alright.
Bunch of these people still seem like they want a piece of you. All the others seem to be completely distracted by something on the other side of the field.
Okay. Let's see. So the thunder gun, it just hits one person, right?
It hits an area.
Okay, it does hit an area. I was wondering about that, but I couldn't really see.
Yeah, it's a burst 1, which means it hits a 3x3 area.
Okay, because I saw the burst for, like, when, like, I thought, like, around me, but I wasn't sure if it was a burst.
Well, let me double check, make sure I'm not feeding you bad info. Dex, roll d20 plus dex or int mod. The result is a DC. Targets must make. Must have. Deals to an area burst 1 within 10.
Okay.
So yeah. So within 50 feet of you, you can choose a center square and it hits all adjacent squares.
Okay. And what is, I guess, the distance?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50. So this circle represents the farthest away you can hit and the area that you would hit if you fired it there.
Okay. So
you can place a square, you can place it on a square up to 50 feet away from yourself, and it'll hit all the squares around that. So all 9 squares. So pick a spot.
I'll go with where your cursor is. Just oh well, now it moved. But kind of where that triangle formation is of the one downed person.
Okay.
Plus each.
So hold on. Tell me when you see the cursor change.
Yes, you are on the dead person.
Yep. Is that where you want to center it?
No, I want to move it over to the right one so it hits the mage too.
Okay, so if you do that, you will hit 3 targets. Boop, boop. The guy who's down, the guy who's standing, and the mage.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to be sure, because I feel like you could hit, like, 5 guys if you put it...
Well, okay.
I don't know if your... So, I don't know if your intention is to hurt more people, or to just hurt a few people, but definitely more than one.
It was definitely more than one. I just didn't know, because you went, like, up the one side. I didn't know how far that was over.
Right, so it's 50 feet, so, you know, you can go 5, Let me get a little closer so I can actually see. 5,
I
10,
mean, if I can
15,
hit the
20,
orc,
25,
then
30,
I would try to make the orc part of it.
20, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So, like, this is the farthest away you could hit from where you are. So you could hit anybody in between you and there.
I want to make the orc part of it.
You want to make the orc part of it?
Let's put it one below the orc.
Orc. There's the orc. Okay, yeah, that's definitely where you can do the most damage. Bop. Bop. So that's going to hit 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Alright, so now what you're going to do is roll your d20 plus your dex or int mod.
So definitely int.
Because that's only a 0 instead of a -1.
Oh wait, no, never mind. They're both -1, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That's 2 8s.
It doesn't matter.
Of course, everyone has 2 8s.
For some reason, like, I automatically knew my dex -1, but I kept looking at my saving throws and be like, oh, my int's +2, I'll do that. Yeah, so it's both -1. Well, fuck. Mulligan this shit. God damn it, now I have to get on Twitch.
You have to get on Twitch and do a mulligan.
You want to leave it open so that you keep generating those points.
Well, I mean, I'm on Twitch, they're on my TV, but I can't access my stuff on my TV. As far
The
as
TV won't let you generate points. You have to have the chat open.
It doesn't matter. I have 13.3 thousand, so.
That's a significant number of points.
Yeah, not anymore. Now I'll have 9,000.
9,000.
Too. Alright. I redeemed my mulligan.
Okay, roll again.
I rolled a nat 1. Ah, that's better. 14.
Okay, so what's the total? That is the total? Because it's +0?
No, it's -1, so the total is 14, because it was 15 minus.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you rolled on that 1 before the mulligan, you literally could not roll worse.
Exactly.
So it was a very worthwhile mulligan. Alright, so, let's see. Orc. Dude gets a 14. This dude got a 6. This dude got a 10. This dude got a 4. And this dude got a 12. So the orc's the only one that succeeded.
They're just really distracted by the appearance of,
Congress here.
you know, basically a god.
Jesus Christ. So
essentially, yeah.
You thought, if you all heard the crack of the last rifle go off, and it was pretty loud and disturbing even from that distance. This one scares birds from trees a mile away.
Now there are definitely no more owls.
The first thing you notice, Raiken, as you let this off, you have to roll a strength save, I believe, correct?
Yes, that is true.
Although I don't think you can fail anymore.
My strength is, well, no, my saving throw is +9, so I can't.
Okay,
fail.
so you can fail. It's just hard.
I have to get, if I get anything less than.
Does that include the bonus? Does that include the bonus from the cloak?
Did you add the cloak to your sheet?
I don't know if hold on, let me look.
Because I know your int one didn't, because if it's 2, then that only includes your negative int.
It was
and
called the
your
Cloak of
positive
Resistance,
charisma.
right, Cyrus?
I believe so. He told me he had added it, so I had removed it from my sheet.
I do have it, yes.
Okay, and it's on and attuned or whatever. It's just on. It doesn't attune.
Yes, it's on.
Okay, then you should be fine. Then yeah. So, what do you got?
Okay. So my strength saving throw is... Wow! Yep, I failed. I rolled a 3, so therefore I got a 13.
Okay, well, you receive 6 points. I think it's of thunder damage, so I think you are immune.
I think he's knocked on his ass, though.
He is.
I mean,
Let's see,
will hoist play his own guitar.
Deals 1d6 thunder damage to all creatures in the burst, save for half. DC, or take 1d... No, this is bludgeoning damage, but it's non-magical, so you can resist it with Heavy Armor Master.
Yeah, so I take 3 damage.
You take 3 points of damage, and you fall prone.
And I fall prone.
So...
Which kind of hurts what I wanted to do, but... Of course, that's Raiken's special ability, is roll low.
So, cacao! This gigantic crack, this huge explosion goes off. These guys just get mullered. And you actually see the ripple, the wave, expanding out away from you as the sound wave causes the water to ripple around you as you get knocked very unceremoniously onto your ass. You find yourself splashing in the water, trying to hold the thunder gun up.
Not very cord-worthy.
This guy is hurt as the explosion goes off at his back. Okay, so you're prone, but you just took out 4 guys and at the very least pissed off the orc and obliterated some cattails.
And scared some birds.
Yup. Those cattails are gone.
He also scared Leah.
Oh yeah, true. Leah hates the gun.
Yeah, even far away, you feel your heart skip a beat, Leah.
Yeah. And then let out that short shriek before covering my mouth.
Okay, so I have not moved yet.
Nope.
So Raiken's going to get up. So he uses half his movement.
Yup.
And then he is going to start running north.
Start running north.
So another 15 feet, and he's just gonna shout to Vendar. Start running.
Bagage oof!
Like,
You go whoop 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 whoop. Alright, start running, Vendar. Alright. Nothing else?
Oh, that's it.
Okay. Laramendis. All these guys seem to have turned their ire at the loss of their captain on you.
Yeah, I'm surrounded and also in an anti-magic zone, so I can't just teleport out.
It's true.
Which means I'm about to take a lot of attacks of opportunity.
Ash is bobbing over your shoulder like, oh my.
So I think that I am going to... I think I'm going to disengage,
Okay.
move, and then Misty Step.
Okay.
Because Misty
Wait.
Step is a bonus action, I believe.
Ah.
I'm double checking.
Double
that. I'm
checking. I
pretty
think
sure
you're
it
right. I
is.
think you're right.
Yes, it is. Okay, so I can do that and not get my ass handed to me with my 39 hit points.
You disengage, get yourself the hell out of Raiken's anti-magic zone, and kerpoof! Where are you kerpoofing to? Oh, you can kerpoof yourself. I keep moving everybody, but there are some people I don't have to do that for.
Yukikaze is anti-magic zone.
Who did I say?
Which at one point, you said Raiken, which at one point belonged to Laramendis.
Sure.
So how far was that movement-wise to where you moved me?
Oh, sorry.
see
You were here. You can move yourself.
Okay. Is there a good way to see squares?
I use the measuring tool.
Okay, where's the
And then I
measuring tool?
use it to highlight, because then you can kind of see the lines of the squares
Toggle
glowing.
rulers.
But he's 10 feet away from me, right? Well, 10 plus 10 in the air, right?
You're 10 in the air, but that means that he's still within range of you, of your field. Because they're cubes, not spheres.
No, I'm thinking of something else.
Oh, okay. I hope whatever you're thinking of isn't magical.
6,
It is.
so I can move to here.
Wow. Is it?
Here.
1 to the 1 to the south. Yeah, there.
Okay.
Thank you for keeping
Yes.
on that spot.
No,
so that I
I've
can find
learned over
again.
the course of several turns that it really helps if somebody is measuring to see where I need to move something, or if I measure so that they can see where they need to move.
Okay,
Really
so
helps.
that's where I can move.
Yep.
And then I am going to Misty Step another 30 feet away to 1, 2.
I zoomed out because in my brain I was going Dimension Door. I'm like, no, wait.
I do not have access to that level of spell. 1, 2.
I like how you got abandoned with all the soldiers.
Can you highlight the be over the square that I'm on?
Ba-boom.
Thank you all. So, and then I Misty Step to
Nice.
under the world.
Can you grab yourself again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm moving myself
Just you
out.
hold
and then
shift.
I'm just gonna. Oh, shit.
Hold shift and click on yourself. No. Hold shift before clicking on yourself, then click and release.
Okay.
And then ba-boom. And that is how you teleport.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah. Very useful. When
I guess I did cast a spell. Did anyone counterspell me? I should have asked that before I did the teleportation move, but
anybody who could counterspell you is inside the anti-magic field and can't.
okay, that would make it difficult. Yeah.
What does anyone try, anyways?
Yes. One of them tries. And the other one, who had already just cast and had it fizzle, just kind of shakes his head.
I knew I forgot to say something. That is my turn. And
Okay.
I am now no longer surrounded, which is a comfortable position to be in.
Round 2. Very well.
Did I trigger a glyph? Because I don't know if this was an area that had been moved over by Yukikaze.
Yes, it was. You're good.
Okay, cool.
It looks like it was, yes.
Laramenda's had not been aware of that fact.
It's true.
Got very
He
lucky.
just sort of was like, that's farther away.
Okay. Yukikaze. You
Yeah?
feel like the people below you seem to be coming to a realization that you're doing something that's blocking their magic, and so they're displeased with you. But at the same time, you also feel like eyes on the back of your neck kind of feeling coming from the western end of the battlefield,
Where I heard explosions.
where you heard 2 explosions. Yeah. So, you do have the people immediately around you who seem to all try to attack the water elemental, the halfling, and the wizard. They've mostly left you alone, but that's because you're literally flying in magic armor, and they seem not to want to waste ammo on you. What do you want to do?
Let's see. Cyrus is fast as fuck.
Drink a potion of speed or something, or cast haste, I forget what.
Potion of speed.
How many of those
In
you
other
got
words, I want to
left?
be able to use polymorph because 6, I think. Let me double check.
That's a
6.
lot.
And that's about half of it, but yeah. But other words, I wouldn't be able to use polymorph because that's also my concentration.
Alright, so. Malachi.
I think it'd be wise to fight all these guys alone. Do I see?
I mean, they're also kind of your brethren. Sort of a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a few times removed.
I have something I need to bring up. And just to make sure, I was shot after I polymorphed him, right?
Yes.
And I don't have my cloak anymore, which means my con save is +8, not +9. So I need to roll that.
Roll it. Roll 1. Roll 1, and then roll
I'd have-
another 1.
Alright, 16 on die. I'm good. I'm gonna have trouble remembering that because I'm not used to having to bother with lower damage.
Mm-hmm. Alright, sorry, Malachi. Do you want to fight them? Do you want to flee? Do you want to address them? Lots of options.
I know. I need to think quicker and not sit here.
Fight, kiss, kiss.
And I couldn't hear the group down. I couldn't hear what the group said. That was the Platinum Sentinels, right?
No. They're far enough away that you have not heard them chanting Shagrazir's name.
Okay.
But you, even from here, like, if you turn to look toward them, you do see that they are no longer throwing arrows or spells toward the middle of the field or toward you. They are, at least half of them right now, are just sort of looking on in your direction with this kind of stunned awe.
Guys are gonna chase.
MFK.
Soldiers of Tatsuya's battalion, I plead with you to hold your fire and stay your attacks for a moment till I stop my party and figure out what our plan or the plan is. Because I didn't know that they were going to do that either. Sorry, that was not that part was.
Right, you were explaining that to me.
Yeah.
So, well, like, you are going to see a few incredulous looks appear on faces below you.
And I'll just say, just please bear with me, and then I will proceed toward Cyrus, hoping that
you may move up to 80 feet. As you begin to, beat your wings and change directions in air, you are going to hear a female dragonborn's voice cry out, say, "You don't know your own plan?"
I guess you could say that he's winging it.
But
You're fired.
get the heck out of this. You're done.
Feed him to the purple worms.
You just want me to feed him to purple worms so that you can kill the purple worms.
But then I'd have more poison.
And you'd be down a wizard.
Yeah, I mean, I always get another wizard.
I see.
Not
your party
really.
has no wizard.
You seem trustworthy.
With how much I spoke, would I be able to respond? Well, no, we'll. If you're hesitant, we'll leave it at that, and I will only proceed about 20 feet.
Okay. None of them is, like, close enough to swing at you, because you're 10 feet up. So none of them makes an attack of opportunity against you. You don't know if they would have or not, however. You're in game, right? You can move yourself.
Yep. Let's see. Question is, so that's 5, because I'm doing angle. 10, 15. We'll stop there. And I will be ready to respond to something if it happens. So already dodge. And look, and I'll kind of look like I'm turning to respond to them as I'm moving away, and that will be the end of my turn. So
he
like,
just turns towards them,
I,
shrugging, and drifts away.
no, I'm more imagining it as I was moving as the female Dragonborn said that.
Okay.
And I kind of slowed down
and turn back.
Turn to respond.
Okay.
And that would be.
All right, Leah, you seemed to get out of this mostly unscathed. Possibly just because of the Evard's tentacles and the thick brush otherwise.
Yeah, I'm in the woods.
You are. So, what are you going to do for your turn?
Let's see. You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Good, because I hit a mute button by accident, so I wanted to make sure I unmuted again.
Okay.
Everyone is just running away, or are you, like, you're over there? I can see you are probably. So.
You know that the water elemental Jebel rolled that way. You kind of would have heard Cyrus come down from above, but he's flying, so you don't really know what happened after that, except that he's not there.
Okay.
You know, you're kind of blocked off from seeing them by the Evard's tentacles, just like they were blocked off from seeing you.
Let's see, I can get there.
Okay.
In one move.
I believe that's correct.
They might as well double move.
Okay. Whoops, bye!
I'm under the world.
Okay. Come back, Leah. There you are.
I guess
it was 5, 10...
15... 30, I can be in the reeds.
Sure. You can use the reeds as a bit of cover.
Yeah, so I'm going to, like, stay in the reeds. From here I can see the ones flying, at least.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Well, I can see the water elemental, and maybe who's that?
Alright, so you use your action to dash. Would you like to try to say anything? I believe that Lorelei is back with you at this point.
Well, I'm gonna just tell her to stay invisible and, like, whisper to her, like, be quiet. I'll try to get out of this.
No response comes. Then you're done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Vendar. Vendar tree. Vendar hide tree. Tree hide Vendar.
Vendar get yelled at.
Yes. Vendar tree hide.
Right. Vendar got yelled at.
We got
right.
yelled at.
We yelled to?
Yeah.
I was told to run away.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I'm hidden, right? I'm at 28 height, so I'll try to sneak around toward the rest of the party then, I guess.
Okay, so you believe them to be what you mean?
Yeah, I'll go east.
Yeah, because you can't, like, directly see any of the rest of the party from here, so you just know where they were trying to get to, which you know is the east side of the battlefield. Alright, you may move. If you move directly east, the first square will only cost 5, because you'll be moving out of the deep water.
One.
Yep, 10.
20.
5. 40. 560. Okay.
Right, and I guess guess I'll be here.
So you into a slightly more open spot. From here, you have a good view of the battlefield where the melee combatants were engaged. They seem to still not be... They seem to have, like, retreated from each other a bit and are now tending to wounded. They are not currently fighting one another, as it seems that the focus of the battle has shifted, and the Sentinels are allowing them to disengage.
Yeah, it seems to be working.
Alright.
Can I put my musket back, or can I load it again? Reload it?
Loading it is an action, which you... actually, you dashed, which is a bonus action, right? So, yes, you may.
So I'll load my musket back up.
Okay, you do so. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Jebel's turn. Hi, Jebel.
How do?
So much going on this battlefield, huh?
Yep.
Stick him over. Stick him over there. There. So, you're over here. You have been, you started fleeing. They shot more attacks at you. They were, you no longer have Tatsuya. What do you wish to do? It's about a top-down look at the...
Who's that? East of me?
Yes. Leah.
What about it?
No one else is around me, is there?
Oh, okay.
There's apparently that spellcaster there. Doesn't necessarily mean he's actually a spellcaster. He was somebody who had chased after you. No, nobody else is nearby. Leah is 5, 10, 15, 20, and Kaze is 5, 10, 40. Cyrus is 45 away. Leah's the closest. She's east. The other two are west.
I'm just gonna head west.
Okay.
Try and regroup with everyone else.
Alrighty.
But before I head out, why did Leah move up east?
You're not sure. It's not like she talked about it.
I'm just heading
But,
west.
you know, she just seemed to be moving, you know, to avoid getting caught up in the Dragonborn. That's, I would say.
Yeah, I'm gonna head west.
And 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Do you want to keep going past these two?
Give me a second, wait for the stream to catch up.
Okay.
You just yoink Claramendus on the way.
I see heading straight. Wow. Yoink. By the way, does 28 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have a walk speed and a swim speed.
Yeah.
They're slightly different, so
Alright, well it was 15 feet of walk, and then 5, 10. I have 40 feet of, about 10 feet of walk and 40 feet of swim so far. What's your
It's
walk?
30 walk and 90 swim.
Oh. And according to the way you're supposed to calculate move speeds, unless you stay in the water, you can't move anymore. Because once you switch back to walk, you subtract how far you've already moved in total from your walk, and you would be at negative numbers now.
There's some floaty guy beside me.
Cyrus, sort of. Yeah, he's like 10 feet away. And Laramentis is like 20 feet in front of you.
I'll just keep moving forward as far as I can.
Okay. You have done so.
Okay, then I suppose there's not really a lot I can do outside of that. I'll just stay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Laramentis is ahead of you. You are moving in his direction. Did you want to, like, let him know you were coming? Like, ask if you want to pick up or anything like that?
Yeah, just... Do you need a lift?
Sure, we are all going to the same place.
Alright. And after Jebel, it becomes Sentinels. Some of which are pretty unhappy. So...
I'll get happy.
I think Laramentis has been around us long enough to know that he shouldn't assume anything. Don't assume that we're all...
There was hope in his voice.
Yeah.
You know that it was a strained hope, but
Okay.
Like, don't assume there's a plan, or that even if there is a plan, that we're all operating on the same plan.
Yeah.
You know what
Alright,
happens
so...
to you?
Raiken, the archers over here, all let loose a volley at you. Of the 7 shots that come at you, 3 hit for 12, 12, and 13.
12, 12, and 13. So 9, 9, and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. All right.
This guy double moves. Just like, you can see he's like, his armor is torn and pocked from where the shrapnel of the shot exploded on him, and he's got burns, like parts of his hair are singed away, his flesh is burned, the leather, there's scorch marks on the metal armor, and he is chasing you down with a big, nasty-looking sword. The others over here...
I didn't catch the very last part of that, sorry.
He seems to be charging after you with a big, scary-looking sword.
Okay.
These guys all seem transfixed by something, moving to the east. As the orc chases you down, like clearly like rage in his eyes. You do hear him grunting at you. I don't understand why you want to imperil the world.
He's my brother.
Cyrus.
All right. Lost my position here for a second. All right, there I am. So there's something right below me, and that's Hikaze over there. So that's not Hikaze below me.
It's Tatsuya because you're carrying him.
Ah, okay. Then I'm gonna swoop down and use the Noah Shroud of Healing on Laramindus.
Okay, move yourself.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, and on health. I'm only 10 feet in the air, so I'd be able to get close enough. Actually, no, I had 5 feet there. So then, during that, going down. And now let's see. He's bloody, correct?
Yes.
Alright. Just making sure, because otherwise I just survive. Let's see. Let's go for like half of the rod. So 6 charges, 6 dice. I'll just roll in Tailspire because that'll be faster.
Oh.
Alright. That is 27 hit points restored to Laramindus. Alright, so that was 15 feet.
Looks considerably more comfortable.
So then, 5 diagonally up and forward. So I can go 20, and then it'll be another 5 up and forward. Gets me at 25. And I'll take 5 more feet up just to be safe. So go up to 20 feet.
Flying Batwing Halfling.
And then the rest will just take a straight line. So that was 30, so I have 20 left. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I have a hasted action I could use. And book it! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And with that, I'll yell to Raiken that I have him. Don't really care if I catch anyone's attention at this point.
Oh, hell of a yell.
Alright, well, if you don't think I can reach, then I can wait.
No, I'm just like, nice 0.6 feet away.
Should I roll perception?
No, I think that his voice can carry. I mean, I guess it might be useful to roll perception just to see if you're terribly distracted or the splashing water as you run from this angry orc gets in the way of hearing this. That's fair. Yeah, please roll perception.
Also, don't forget to move Tatsuya, because currently he's trying to stab Laramindus.
That's a 15.
Okay. Yeah, you do manage to catch it over the splashing water and the angry orc.
What do you say?
I said I have him.
Oh.
I suppose, well, nah, I already stated what I said, so I'll just stick to it. Alright.
I have
that's,
him.
That's movement, action, hasted action, and bonuses are useless. I'm done.
Okay. Means it's Tatsuya's forces time. Means more damage for that person.
Hopefully they'll be able to get out of it soon.
Low. High. Very high.
You know, it might not matter.
Blap.
And maybe they'll just die.
Poor person. They'd been doing so well, and then they just got creamed with damage that time.
All the focus of all the tentacles got to focus on them.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
They were out there fighting, and then some asshole water elemental came flying in from out of nowhere and set off a trap.
I think that they're going to attack the water elemental primarily. They're not in the anti-magic field anymore. So let's go with... Oop. Okay. 24 hits the elemental, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be 11 points of non-magical piercing damage.
It's half to 5?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this against magic?
Yes.
Avantage. This is a 22.
Okay. You hear the ringing as of temple bells, but it seems distant and peaceful.
That's nice.
And then make a dexterity saving throw.
Historically, I have been amazing at these.
It's true.
Look,
That is
there's a lot
an
of water
18.
in the ground.
An 18? Okay. You do manage to see this mote of light appear in the air near you and begin spilling radiant fire out, and you avoid it.
Huzzah!
You just hear shouts of, "Get the captain back! Get them!"
How do they know?
Okay. And then it becomes Raiken's turn.
Raiken.
Dude bro chasing ya.
Dude bro is chasing me.
Yep.
I don't want to lead him back to the group. So Raiken must face off. Dun dun dun.
Dun
Time to
dun
duel.
dun 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 dun.
Well, someone's gonna have to mend the thunder gun because Raiken's gonna have to drop it.
Woo!
Into the water?
I'm not clicking that.
No, give it a second. No, don't. Just Put it away, run further. Take the time to put it away, man. It's a valuable piece of machinery.
So it takes an action, right, to put it away?
It is.
I guess
It's not an
yeah.
action to put it away. It's just you can only put away or take out one thing on your turn. So if
So you could put it away and deck him.
Yeah, you could put it away and then
Put it away and hit him with
fisticuffs
your
this guy. Or you could drop it and draw a weapon. Like, those are your options. Like, you can't store and draw a weapon unless you have dual wielder as a feat, which you don't.
Put it away and then hit him with your breath attack.
I actually might have my breath attack, since he did get a short rest, didn't we? Yeah.
Yes, you got a short rest.
However, I think wait, hold on. I think I know what I want to do.
Okay.
I just need to make sure I read it correctly.
Okay.
So he's about 10 feet from me.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, definitely.
Alright. I am going to use Vow of Enmity.
Ooh. Bonus action spent.
And then do I want to just deck him?
Do you?
It seems like the Raiken thing to do.
Deck him with the thunder gun. Definitely break it.
Hit him with the thunder gun and then put it away. The pieces of the nearly priceless artifact of a long dead civilization. Just hit someone over the head with it.
It's the worst that could happen.
The power of its value will deal extra damage.
Headbutt him.
Kick him in the nards.
Kick him in the nards.
Yeah, horns, right? Use them.
Horns versus tusks. Who will win?
Assume that you have the greater constitution and just grapple him and hold him underwater with you.
Oh, wait.
After burning him and shooting the butts out of him.
Do some mud wrestling with him now.
I am going to use... Which one of these abilities do I want to use?
All of them.
I am going to use Chord's Lightning.
Ah. Okay. So you are setting it up such that it is ready for the next several rounds.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. You do so. You focus on the armor, and several points, several plates seem to open up, and small little they look like needles or spikes seem to stick out, and you can see electricity arcing randomly between them.
Alright.
I believe you can still move if you want to.
Raiken will keep moving.
Okay.
Because he wants to try to get out of range from the arrows.
Okay.
So he'll keep moving north.
Keep moving north. Alright. And... 5:30. Alright. Good?
Yep.
Alright. Then, Laramentis, the last turn of the night.
Okay. I think that I am going to do the polite thing and move next to Jebel. since I asked him to pick me up, and I don't know exactly which direction he's heading in. He might not go straight through me. So
All right.
I will be there next to him.
Go and give him a hug.
And
And you dive into him.
You just dive into the flowing water of his body.
I take the dodge action.
Okay.
And I think that is my turn.
Okay. Well then, that is the session.
Woo! New spell.
We will be starting on initiative round 3 when next we gather.
New spell? You don't have a new spell yet.
I know. What? So close.
We won't get an XP for this one because it's mid-combat, right?
I know.
Mid combat.
Maybe next week.
That's why he doesn't get his new spell.
We rolled initiative this time.
You make it sound like that's the only thing we did.
It's true, it's not. You got through 2 rounds of combat and a bunch of planning and ruining plans.
Thanks to sheer luck, we did manage to capture Tatsuya.
I do hope that is truly what you wanted to do.
There was a lot of skill involved. None of it ours.
The thing is, I don't think any of us know what we want to do.
I do. I know exactly what I want to do, and I'm doing it.
Alright, guys.
I'm just backing up right
They got a little confused about the plan, but...
Alright, good night, Malachi.
Good night. I'm gonna get food.
I will end the stream and then we can continue our discussion. Night stream!
Good night.
Yeah.